Welcome to the Daily English News program on Azərbaycan Televiziya and qocaman. President İlham signed an executive order on electricity supply to the Organization of Protection and Defense of the State Body in the Kəlbəcər region. According to the executive order, 24,500,000 manats was allocated to AZTV Open Joint Stock Company for the Organization of Protection and Defense of the State Body in Kəlbəcər region with reliable and sustainable electricity supply. President İlham signed a decree on the establishment of Şuşa City State Reserve Department. According to the decree, Şuşa City State Reserve Department is a public legal entity with an authorized capital of 1 million manat formed at the expense of the state budget. 50% of the fee received by the department from the lease of state property will be transferred to the state budget, while the rest will remain at the disposal of the board. The management of the department is carried out by the board consisting of 3 members, the chairman and 2 deputies, and the control over the activities of the department is carried out by the special representative of President of the Republic of Azerbaijan in Şuşa region. Azerbaijan is strengthening ties both in bilateral and multilateral formats in the post-conflict period. These ties will play a vital role in supporting the victory in the Great Patriotic War and on the international arena and fulfillment of important tasks of the official Baku. Azerbaijan's political, economic and military contacts with regional states may also become a serious warning for Armenia's acceptance of the new realities formed in the region.
Even though the Second Karabakh War ended with Azerbaijan's victory and the complete defeat of the Armenian army, Armenia's authorities and revanchist forces continue issuing statements that can be considered a security threat. In particular, official Yerevan, daydreaming about military technical cooperation with certain Western countries and Russia, tries to break free from obligations assigned by the November 10 statement through modernization of the army and purchase of new weaponry. It's still unclear what support will be provided to the defeated country, but steps taken by Azerbaijan in the field of military cooperation in the last few days eliminate Armenia's patrons' chances for the operation of revenge. In continuation to the document on military cooperation signed in Şuşa by leaders of Azerbaijan and Turkey, visit of the Chief of Army of Staff of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan to Azerbaijan on June 21st, and his meeting with President İlham confirms that this country is among potential military allies. We are demonstrating a very high level of partnership in the sphere of defense and in defense industry. Your visit to our country is a further testament to that. We are pleased to have access to Pakistan's defense industry products. As you know, we buy these products, which strengthens our military capacity. I think that we should expand our military cooperation in the coming years and plan joint military exercises and other initiatives to strengthen our partnership even more, said President İlham Aliyev. The formation of a trilateral military partnership in prospect promises Armenian revanchists a fate that they couldn't foresee. The close relations of Turkey and Pakistan, which are in leading positions in the world in terms of military development and military power with Azerbaijan, which liberated its lands from 30 years-long occupation, will ruin the plans of circles interested in changing the current realities of Karabakh. Pakistan, that until now had not established diplomatic relations with Armenia, was actively in support of the Turkey-Azerbaijan-Pakistan format, both during the war and the post-conflict period, should be considered a serious argument for the collapse of Armenia's dreams. Turkey is one of our common partners. Just as you say that you are one nation, 2 states, Turkey is close to our hearts too. Our closest relations in the region are with Turkey. The close ties between the 3 countries open ample opportunities for our cooperation. There are many opportunities for us to consider in Azerbaijan, and our businessmen can visit here, said Chief of Army of Staff of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, General Gamar Javid Bajwa. Azerbaijan regularly holds military exercises with Turkey, and the establishment of such relations with Pakistan indicates that the real power in the region belongs to partner countries and friends. From this point of view, statements full of military rhetoric in defense of Karabakh, voiced in Yerevan, hold no logical grounds. In current times, the military option in Armenia takes a back seat, and the population is more concerned with overcoming the economic crisis. Official Baku legitimizing the war left behind not only by the military, but also by economic and communication factors, seeks to create a broad coalition designed for the future of the region. From the meeting of Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister of Kazakhstan, Mukhtar Tolberdi with President İlham, it became clear that the countries are interested in greater economic integration and development of transport corridors. Military cooperation between Azerbaijan, Turkey and Pakistan will undoubtedly help break the stubbornness of the patrons of the Armenians who are currently opposing the Zangezur corridor. Thus, the South Caucasus embarks on a new era, with new conditions and challenges. The concentration of main factors around Azerbaijan in connection with these challenges will become the ruling element that will lead to future misfortunes for Armenia, which couldn't let go of its revanchist mindset.
Within the framework of the summer session of the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe, a report on media freedom, public trust and human rights was submitted for discussion. The session participants focused on the role of social and traditional media in the dissemination of information to society. Members of the Azerbaijani delegation stressed that the safety of journalists is the main prerequisite in ensuring media freedom. European parliamentarians were briefed in detail about the deaths of two journalists, Siraj Abushev and Mehrem Ibrahimov, who were killed by a landmine explosion while fulfilling their professional duties in the liberated from occupation lands. During the discussions, British Member of Parliament George Flox called on the forces accusing Azerbaijan, Turkey and Russia of restricting media freedom to look at their countries first. The session discussed the challenges affecting media organizations in many European countries. An exchange of views on the application of COVID-19 certificates also took place. Within the framework of the summer session, discussions will take place on addressing the socio-economic problems arising from the pandemic. Secretary General of the Council of Europe, Maria Pejnović-Burić, will answer questions from past members. On the occasion of the Armed Forces Day, the Military Prosecutor's Office held a meeting with servicemen of the Ministry of Defense, the State Border Service and the internal troops of the Ministry of Internal Affairs who participated in the Patriot War veterans in particular. Military Prosecutor Khanlar Valiyev noted that heroes of the 44-day Patriot War at the center of attention. The participants of the event spoke about the power of the armed forces of Azerbaijan, noted the development in the military sphere over the past 10 years and the successes achieved. The participants of the war were presented with gifts. As part of the experience-changing program, the creative team of the Turkish Haber Global TV channel of 10 people visited Azerbaycan Television and Radio Broadcasting closed-joint stock company. The employees of the Turkish Haber Global TV channel who arrived in Azerbaijan was in the framework of cooperation with Azerbaycan Television and Radio Broadcasting closed-joint stock company paid tribute to national leader Heydar Aliyev and Dali Owuner. Outstanding Ophthalmologist academician Zarif Aliyeva was also commemorated. Then guests visited Dali of Martyrs. The memory of the heroic Turkish soldiers was also honored. Haber Global employees were introduced the innovations of the Azerbaijani television following the conversion to HD broadcasting, visited news studio and editorial offices. It was noted that within the framework of the Azerbaijani-Turkish media platform, AZTV and Haber Global conducted joint broadcasting several times. Turkish specialists will exchange experience with employees of AZTV, Medyaniya TV and Edman TV for 2 weeks. Employees of other TV channels operating in our country will also join the program. As part of the trip, the guests will visit Ağdam and will inspect the territories subjected to missile attacks in Ganja. 47 more cases of coronavirus infections have been recorded in Azerbaijan, while 111 people have been recovered and discharged from the hospital. The overall confirmed cases in Azerbaijan have reached 335,568, with 329,710 recoveries and 4,963 deaths. The number of active infections is 895. To detect infection cases overall, 2,690,224 tests have been conducted in Azerbaijan. The task force under the Cabinet of Ministers reported. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.